History. The vinegar tang of a glass of wine left out on the counter overnight, the hint of cumin on your fingertips, dried lavender. All this is the smell of you in summer, and now it is history. I woke alone and slid my legs into the twin flannel tunnels of my sweats, and it was history. I walked down to the 7-Eleven for a big gulp in lieu of coffee, and this ill-considered choice was history. The sweet syrup in the mix had never seen a cane plantation. It was born of corn, which is what the ancient Maya said the first people were made of. And yes, this too was history, is history. Our ability to take a moment here to quibble over verb tenses is a consequence swollen fat as a paperback some thoughtless person left out in the rain of history. The melodramatic line breaks in this poem are history. Both the relatively justified length of line and the use of the word justified to suggest things come out even in the end are history. And the head fake back there in the first stanza where you thought this might be about the end of a relationship but discovered otherwise is history. As is your inclination to continue trusting me. Because the fact that I can take the time to write this all down, considering what to include and what to leave out, as I tap keys that were injection molded out of a blend of thermoplastics by distant people, I will never have to think of again, is one definition of history. One definition, not the first and not the last. I love the little moth wings of the snaps. That's beautiful, just kind of simmering up. This is called I Travel Back in Time. I travel back in time to find a woman by a pond, embroidery hoop in hand, her needle dipping and rising like a dolphin as she handcrafts a selfie. She inclines herself to ponder her image in the water, then chooses a bit of wool to catch the light that flecks her eye. Wow, I say, awesome. She blushes and says, "Prithee, good sir, speak not of what inspires awe here beside this humble pond, whilst I dabble with my cloth and cord, imperfect as I am." Whatever, I say, it's all good. This is how I study history. I go there. I see the sights and smell the smells, which often entail fresh dung, spring rain, and copious animal odors. Needlework done, she will hang it on the chestnut trees that line the lane beside her home. I encourage her to do this as a sort of status update, to let folks know she's looking good and living her best life. Phrases I have brought her as mantras from the future, where we are fully committed to such things. Over time, people will learn to drop rose petals in the basket beneath her image to indicate their approval, and she will finally be able to count them up to see how much she's worth.